All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about just being thankful on this Thanksgiving Day 2025 and a little recap of the Eric Clapton interview. As some of you were surprised that Eric came back, and I was very pleasantly surprised that he decided to do the interview. And just doing what I do in real time for a few people just like you and just like me. Um, if you're looking for something to order, here's a great album by somebody who you may know from yesterday's interview. That's Eric Clapton. His latest studio album's called Meanwhile. Check it out. Also, something that I ordered a few years back during the lockdown. This is The Lady in the Balcony. It's Eric basically playing almost like a private concert for his wife. So, a couple of EC offerings for you. And the Journeyman album has been reissued via his record label Surf Dog. And there is one new track, I believe, and maybe more. I'm not 100% on that, but you can check that out courtesy of Surf Dog Records. Now, yeah, just another really cool sit down chat. It's he and I. I was a little bit more nervous this time around just because, I've got a new channel here. I'm trying to build the channel. And I don't want to put my foot too far in my mouth, but I do that from time to time. Most of what I do is a stream of consciousness. It's not rehearsed, and people get on me for that. You should really have a script. You should know what you're going to say ahead of time. I knew where I was going to go during the interview, and there's always going to be a question I don't ask, like, does Phil Collins sing on this project that the record label decided not to go forward with, which I think is crazy that there's an Eric Clapton Phil Collins album that the record label rejected. I mean, I need to hear this stuff, and it'd be cool if they would release it. So I think that was, to me, the most interesting thing that came out of the interview. But Eric seems to be doing well. Um, Touring again next year, both here and across the pond. So you'll have your chance again to see Eric Clapton perform. I would say this too, and I'm not saying this just because Eric is a friend and he's helping me out with this charity work that he does for my channel just by being here, but Eric sounds great. Eric is playing great. He sounds great. All the feedback from the recent concerts was positive. He's in great form, and he's one of these guys like his friend Van Morrison, who, by the way, is still amazing, who just continues to go out there and do what he's always done, and he really hasn't lost anything. Vocally, he sounds terrific, and just go watch some of this stuff if you don't believe me, because people, of course, take lots of cell phone footage from his shows, and he sounds great. And for a guy, what, 80 years old? I didn't even talk to him about his age. I should have brought that up, but I didn't. Wasn't sure how he'd feel about talking about, 80 years on planet Earth, but who knows? I mean, he could be like Willie Nelson and just continue on for or Ringo, either guy. He looks good and he sounds good, and I think he takes really good care of himself. So, in any event, I'm thankful to Eric. I'm thankful to all the patrons. If you were a patron yesterday, you did really well because you got this interview much earlier in the day. Same with YouTube members. So again, those are perks you can sign up for. I don't beg people to do it, but in certain circumstances, we live in this instant gratification world, and people want what they want, and they want it now. So those are perks, or at least one perk, the main perk for people who sign up for either Patreon or YouTube memberships. Also, if you want to support this channel, buy me a coffee is a good way to do it. Typically, if I do an interview like this, there are some folks that basically will leave a little gratuity, a little tip, and buy me a coffee is a good way to do that. So, in any event, folks, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving with your family. Remember, Thanksgiving and Christmas are sometimes really difficult for people who are all alone. So try to find those people and bring them in if they want to be brought in, and do something, be there for those people, because, if you've got a widow or if you get people who are living alone, it's just rough. This time of year can be rough because people get connected, and those people oftentimes feel very left out and very lonely. So let's not forget about the lonely people who are out there during the holidays. All right. Again, thanks again for supporting my channel. God bless you all. And don't eat too much. All right. This is rough. And if you have a couch, I'm sure you're gonna find your way there sometime after the big meal. And go Lions, right? Go Lions. They always play on Thanksgiving Day, and they used to have these really bad teams, and we'll see how they do today.